asked you here to talk about Abby. Have you noticed an increase in its hunger or fatigue lately? Then, my suspicion was correct. The unusual frequency I noticed is from Abby. The change is subtle, but it's getting stronger. Its frequency is weakening. Abby was worried about how this might affect you and has been asking for my help. The one I'm trying to protect might be facing danger because of me. I can sense how anxious Abby is. I've looked into the most viable solution for Abby's weakening frequency. Before I explain, you should see a past record stored in tethers. It's important for you to see it yourself. It may answer some questions. Please, hold my hand.
That should do it. It's good to meet you. My future... Me. Now that you have this record, I trust that you've resolved the core issue with the Tethys system. And the Shorekeeper must be connected to it too. As Chief Steward, you now have full access to the Black Shore's databanks, which hold thousands of years' worth of records. However, you may have noticed that all information about you is missing. That's because I erased most entries about myself. The you of the past. Long after my memory is wiped, I will awaken for the first time and become you. Once again, we will rove Solaris 3 and walk among the people. You've witnessed a taste of civilization's struggles, and you may have questions, but I'm afraid I can't answer them yet. What you see before you is a memo, or rather, a beacon I've set for myself. If that one has also awakened. Seek out Imperator. We made a pact long ago. I'm curious to see how you will handle the clash between civilization's greater good and humanity's spirit.
I found this when searching for information about Abby. It remained hidden until the core leak in the tether system was finally resolved.
That message. I think I should trust it.
Imperator is Rinasita's sentinel. It is also the solution Tethys proposes. As Rinasita's sentinel, Imperator should have the knowledge to fix Abby's weakening frequency. Rinasita, also called the Land of Echoes, is renowned for its echo technologies. It's home to many like Abby who have physical forms.
Rinasita. I may finally learn who Abby really is.
It just so happens that the best time to visit Rinasita is now. Please take this with you.
To our esteemed business partner. As the celebrated Carnival returns to Rinasita, the Montelli family
proud organizers of this grand festival, extend an invitation for you to grace Ragunna with your esteemed presence and partake in the celebrations. In the spirit of goodwill, we have arranged a modest sum for your use during your stay in Renacita. These funds are available at your convenience at the Averado Bank. The Montelli family holds in high regard each of its many friendships. Should you choose to place the Blake Bloom upon the golden scale, we shall consider you our most honored guest and a lifelong friend of the family. The Montelli family eagerly awaits your arrival. The Montellis are one of the leading families in Ragunna, a city-state within Renacita. Their trade connections with the Black Shores prompted this invitation. It is Renacita's grandest festival. During this time, Ragunna's port relaxes its regulations to welcome visitors.
A majestic tribute to our sentinel.
Food, wine, light shows, and a masquerade ball, topped with extraordinary echo performances.
All are welcome, no matter your wealth or rank. Celebrate with us and let the joy and merriment never end.
Yes, it's also an excellent travel destination. However, Renacita is particularly special to the Black Shores. The Threnodians' revival in Jinzhou has triggered similar reactions in other countries, with Renacita as the one exception. We've detected no frequency fluctuations related to Threnodians there. While many of our bloom-bearers have visited Renacita city-states before, our presence is often met with a hint of skepticism. Given the circumstances, the best approach would be to visit as a guest of a prominent family. Are you leaving now?
Opening a portal will drain your computing power. I think it's better served for Black Shores operations.
I see. I'll have Alto arrange your transportation to Renacita then.
I've got your ship ready! You'll have to sail to Renacita, but the Threnodian ruckuses everywhere have left you with only the dinghies. Don't worry. Behold, my private stash! Well, aren't you eagle-eyed? This is cutting-edge gear from the new Fed World Expo. Nearly lost my shirt haggling for it. Planning to stock up for the Black Shores. Word is, Raganese treat the Sentinel like a god, churches and all. when in Raguna, do as Aragonese do, okay? Now, let me work my magic on the autopilot. Before you know it, you'll be cruising into Raguna. Just give me a holler when you're ready to go. Then off we go. Our destination is... Hold on to your britches. We're about to go from 0 to lightspeed.
Yeesh. This fog's giving me the creeps. I've got a bad feeling about this. Wait! What's that huge shadow under the water?
It's getting closer.
Watch out!
The divine guidance be lost. I, the swordsman, crossing the sea, shall yet conquer these mighty waters. New allies born from the perils of the high seas. What better way to begin an epic story? Sentinel or Laurel, matters not. The troop of fools shall forever breathe freedom and unbridled joy into that city. It's the fog.
Fog? Huh? I don't like the smell coming from the sea now.
Beware, my friends. The fog can affect echoes. This isn't just bad weather. It's a wave-worn phenomenon. Many tacit discords lurk in the fog, ready to obliterate any passing ship.
I didn't know all the ships in Raguna are echoes. That troop isn't as special as I thought. Now I can't even imagine what kind of echoes we might see in the city.
Maybe we'll come across some that look like you. A whole pack of them.
You're kidding me. Even in the land of echoes, I, Abby, will always be the most special one.
Yes. Allow me to introduce to you the Nexus of Raguna, also known as the Genesis Nexus. Input your personal information into the Nexus, and you'll be able to use all common echoes in the city just like a regular citizen. Please, place your terminal here.
Seek salvation from where all began. What's that supposed to mean?
This inscription tells the tale of Renicida's founding. Legends speak of a group of displaced people, driven from their lands by the lament. Though their origins were different, they followed the same ocean currents to a hidden sea. They prayed for paradise, but were met with a nightmare filled with tacit discords. The sky darkened, the sea roared, and towering waves threatened to engulf them. At that moment, a radiant light pierced the clouds, and a voice resounded from the sky. Make the waters your second home, like seabirds nesting along the coast. Build your shelters hither and thither, like stars in the night sky. Your fortress is fragile, made only of wickers and planks, but fear not, for it is strong enough to withstand the wuthering waves. Heeding the heavenly voice, the displaced united. A gentle breeze guided their ships, filling their sails with wind. Through the storm, they glimpsed a bright light from an unnamed island. This was the light of the Genesis Nexus. The Nexus granted them knowledge of echoes and sent them to help build their cities. The people named the island Rennicida and built sanctuaries with inscriptions, honoring the voice that guided them to paradise. The voice did indeed reveal itself. The faithful saw the true form of their savior, who declared its sacred name, Imperator. This legend is known widely among the Raganazi. Though the true beginnings of Rennicida remain shrouded in lost history, scholars of the Order have never stopped their quest to uncover it.
Got it. Now, where can we meet the Sentinel?
You wish for an audience with the Sentinel? Yes, only one person has received such an honor. The current Primus, Fenrico. As the only enlightened one in recorded history, Primus Fenrico can directly connect with the Sentinel to heed divine oracles. Indeed. Primus Fenrico is the Sentinel Imperator's resonator. As such, he bears the title the Enlightened One. You'll have the chance to see him at the Carnival when he announces the opening of the ceremony. I hope you enjoy your time here in Raguna and join in with the festivities. If you need help with anything, just let me know. As an acolyte, it's my job to assist all our visitors.
Watch out!
Ascend. Converge. Thou hast come at last. I am the Imperator. Aid me, O Arbiter, that we may return the lost unto the earthly realm.
The other one's gotten loose. Hey! It's getting away! After it!
Looks like they're slowly finding their way. No need to rush. I too am curious to see what truths await them. The grand revelry draws closer and closer.
Step forward. What burdens weigh upon your soul? Are you certain? Search your heart. Now, I shall open the path to your ascension.
One with the sounds.
Don't be scared. Paro is just saying hi. She seems to fancy you. I'm not exactly one for formal introductions, Paro.
Rochia, you found me.
I'll always find you, but maybe don't do this again next time.
Why? Isn't this your favorite game? I wanted to play with you.
I know, but as your friend, I worry about your safety.
My friend? Excuse me. Are you Rochia's friend? Ah.
How wonderful. You're not alone anymore, Rochia.
Yes, I have friends now.
I'm so happy for you. All is well.
Fly. Fly to the high heavens. We are born free, and our souls will soar even in death. Golden phantoms are reverberations, mixed with the frequencies left behind by people who've passed away. When someone dies, the reverberations linger. Usually, they merge into the same cacophony of frequencies that spawns tacit discords. But sometimes, a trace of their final will remains, and the mist shapes this into phantoms. This lingering will helps the phantoms resist becoming tacit discords and instead guide the lost through the mist. If the mist clears, they'll vanish. If the mist lingers, their fate is sealed. It will only be a matter of time before they merge with other reverberations and become tacit discords. Their final frequencies tend to cling to certain objects, like this Lucianite here. I collect them as proof that they once lived. Otherwise, the dragon will devour every last trace of their frequency. The mist is thinning. That stranded ship ahead looks like...
You said you somehow experienced empathy with the tacit discord back in Jinzhou, right? How about trying that again with this guy? Trust me, this could be our big break.
Gehenna, a wretched soul mourned by none. You are reborn to fulfill our sacred rite, illuminate the path of salvation. Become the fiery hand of judgment, purging all transgressions. Cleanse every soul ensnared by their own indulgence. Those who cannot withstand the trial by fire shall forever be barred from our pure land.
Can you keep up?
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to present to you our sanctuary. A haven for all the surviving fools at the edge of the world. Everyone, a big round of applause to welcome the Rover and Miss Carlotta on stage! All right, next I'll spin the prologue of our tale, setting the scene for how our brave heroes first crossed paths. Once upon a time, a hero roamed the world. Undaunted by the lack of a divine vessel, he embarked on a perilous journey across tempestuous seas. Alone in the dark, a young girl of untethered spirit soared against towering barriers with wings of defiance. The winds of fate brought them together. As the world teetered on the brink of absolute darkness, they found solace in each other's gaze. Together they became unshakable allies, standing strong against the tides of fate. Even if light were to fade from the world and the stars cease to shine, they would still blaze like the sun forever.
Once, the Blessed Maiden was just a simple peasant girl. During the Sentinel's gratitude rite, the young Fleur-de-Lis managed to sneak past the guards and drink the sacramental wine. Every drop. Perhaps it was the intoxicating wine in Eglatown, or simply her lack of experience with spirits. But she soon found herself quite drunk. Swaying on her feet, she ascended the ceremony's grand platform, lifted her threadbare dress, and began a rather ungainly dance. Seizing the sacred horn, she played a carefree folk tune, dodging the guards and weaving through the crowd with surprising agility. Remarkably, the crowd, as if drawn by an unseen force, followed her lead, transforming the solemn ceremony into a wild parade of cheers and revelry. Naturally, the Order was less than pleased. The Pilgrim Sale did not yet exist, so Fleur-de-Lis faced 3 days of confinement. During that time, she used her prison walls as a canvas. That unforgettable day of disordered revelry left a lasting mark on all who witnessed it. Is it not remarkable? A rebellious girl chosen by the Sentinel to become the Blessed Maiden. If the Sentinel indeed permitted such a girl to serve as their spokesperson, it suggests that all this joyous revelry is not something they disdain. Perhaps they too enjoy poetry, painting, tears, laughter, romantic tales of nights, and dancing amidst crowds, much like ourselves.